Our homeland is in heaven. Nostra conversatio in celis est was written on my cell door at La Chartreuse de Sélignac, and it was the life of the Carthusian in a verse. To have no company on earth but that of the angels and their King. It is something which is akin to the spirit of the desert from the earliest times, to be free to fly. Hence it is that not a few monasteries or hermitages do take on the title of Tabor in some shape or form. He took them to a high place apart. I remember on the 6th of August, the Feast of the Transfiguration, in the heart of Greece, climbing Meteora. There are monasteries there on the tops of these perpendicular rock formations, going right back, and one senses that they knew what they were doing when they sought to build a house on top of the earth as close as possible to heaven. And access in the past centuries was difficult. It had to be done in a basket, winched up with sweat. This was the extent to which they went, to find uncontaminated, pure ether where angels dwelt with their God. But actually, every time we come into a place where the Blessed Sacrament is reserved, we have it. And we must also, like Moses, remove our sandals spiritually, but the ground on which we tread is holy ground. That same Moses came back along with Elijah and talked with our Lord. You remember how Moses had been given the name of God, the one who is, the one that we adore, with all the centuries and all the angels. And Elijah had heard on the holy mount of Horeb that still small voice to which we are to listen. For the Father's voice was heard from the cloud. Listen to him. If we only knew the dynamic of passivity, taking in and receiving. Many, it would seem, go through their times of prayer in this mode. Listen, Lord, your servant is speaking. True prayer is a dialogue and an engagement, an encounter and a gazing, for we stand before a greater glory, unknown and unimaginable, brighter than the light